So I work for my family's construction company, and it seems like everybody's worried about AI taking their jobs today. AI can learn any operating system, or OS for short, in a matter of seconds. But there is one OS AI will never replace, and that is an owner's son. Let's see AI show up to work an hour and a half late, take a 2-hour lunch, and still leave an hour early. But with so much going on in the world, I've been wondering as of late if Hooters is on Uber Eats. I mean, Hooters does seem to be a franchise whose success is predicated on going to the restaurant. And every guy who's been busted going to Hooters by their spouse always has the same excuse. Like what? I like their chicken wings. Well, now you have the opportunity to prove it, buddy. Place an order for chicken wings from Hooters on Uber Eats and have someone that looks like me deliver them. While wearing the outfit. Orange booty shorts and all. But next comedy stop, I stand before you tonight as a shorter man. And thank you. That's okay, I like being short. But one environment I don't care to be short in is a crowded establishment where I cannot get to the bar to get another drink. I mean, the whole night, I'm tapping on shoulders like a child saying, "Excuse me," while staring at lower backs. I mean, I've observed more lower backs than a tattoo artist during spring break. But being this size does come in handy at the malls. Say, for instance, I'm in the Gap and they don't have my size. No problem. I just pop on over to Gap Kids and, well, a whole new portal of opportunity opens up for me. But hands down, the best reason to be this short and small is after every Red Sox win. Because I eat for free the next day at the 99. Thank you. But I got pulled over the other day going home to my apartment in Southie, and I get to a red light, and it clearly said no turn on red. And then a statey pulls up behind me, and I don't know what I was thinking about him. I'm like, looks like a nice guy. I don't think he'll give a shit if I think this is innocent, right? So I turned on red, and he clearly gave a shit because he immediately pulled me over. And he comes to my window a little baffled and annoyed. He's like, license registration. Goes back, runs my info, comes back to the window and says, you know, I'm just going to give you a warning. You live in the neighborhood, so please, be more careful, will you? Absolutely, sir, thank you. He said, I also recognize the name of the registration. But the name he recognized was my family's company because I was driving a work truck. But I heard him a little differently. I turned to him and say, oh, you've heard of me, huh, officer? Have you seen me do comedy before? Oh. He pops his head up, he's like, no, what are you talking about? Like, I do stand-up comedy. He's like, oh wow, that's great, but let me ask you something. Where would I have seen you do stand-up comedy? Like, well, all due respect, officer, but have you ever heard of Margaritaville? Then he ripped me out of my truck and beat the fuck out of me, but I still got off with a warning, so no harm, no foul. So before I continue with my sizzling comedy, I just want to shout out my parents who are here tonight. Big night, and I was thinking back to 2 years ago when I started doing stand-up, and I didn't really tell anyone I was doing it for the first year. And especially when you start, it's such a lonely and scary thing to do. And the night I told my father, I'm like, hey Dad, something to tell you. He's like, oh, what? I'm like, I've been doing comedy for about a year now. He's like, oh, that's great. When can I come see you? And my parents saw me like a week later, and they come see me quite a bit now. So, you know, thanks, Mom and Dad. Make sure you tell them I crushed. But I felt bad after, because that first year I realized I wasted a lot of time having this hypothetical fight in my head that never came to fruition. I thought they'd be mad I was doing this or something. But I really wasted a lot of time driving around listening to It's My Life by Bon Jovi. It's a great song. It's a great song. But speaking of my parents, one thing they love to do is talk about the rain. When it's gonna rain, how much rain we're gonna get, and why didn't it rain? They love talking about the rain so much. I'm starting to think maybe they're not actually talking about rain. They just develop some type of coded language to talk shit about me when I'm in the room. It's like, I thought it was supposed to rain today. It's like, I thought so too. I also thought this rain would have been married by now. Instead of starting a family, decided to start an open mic at a Margaritaville on Tuesday night in Faneuil Hall. Wow, that's an awfully specific forecast. But no, thanks, Mom and Dad, for putting up with my shit. Thank you. I'm not really into politics, but I do enjoy history. So much so, I've been reading up on Napoleon recently, and getting to know the general. I found something to be off about him. I couldn't put my finger on it until I learned recently that Napoleon was really 5'7", which means I also learned that I am 2 inches shorter than Napoleon. And that's what never made sense to me. I've never made the connection between someone's height having a direct correlation to their behavior. Saying Napoleon did this or that because he was short is no different than when Governor Andrew Cuomo came out at a press conference and said, hey, come on, I'm not a pervert, I'm just Italian. This is what we do. Italian guys must have been watching that being like, why is this asshole trying to lump us in with his bullshit? No, Andrew, that's not what we do. That's what you do. And, that's how I feel about the whole Napoleonic complex. Anytime a short guy shows an emotion that isn't whimsical or magical, there's always someone there to say, like, hey, whoa, take it easy. Looks like someone has little man syndrome. It's like, what, I can't get upset about shit too? I'm a person too, But when I think of Napoleon, the image that comes to mind is not of the general, it's Halloween. I was at a Halloween party and a girl showed up dressed as Napoleon. And not like a sexy Napoleon, but a historically accurate depiction of Napoleon. And she did a great job with the costume, but the only problem was nobody knew who she was. So people are walking up there saying, hey, great costume. Who are you supposed to be, by the way? So at one point during the evening, I walked by her in my Macho Man Randy Savage costume. Rest in peace. Ooh, yeah. She stops me and says, Richie, you know who I am, right? I know you appreciate history, unlike all these idiots. Yeah, of course I know who you are. I'm not a moron. You're Captain Crunch, right? but I go by Richie, but my full name is Richard Jameson Welch. And with the name Richard comes the cross to bear of the dreaded nickname Dick. And every day on the way to school I wondered, is today the day my classmates find out that Dick is another name for Richard? And if you've ever seen any documentaries about the mafia, they say a hit is always executed by your best friend. Well, truer words have never been spoken because my best friend came running in on a Monday morning during homeroom and said to everyone, hey, guess what I learned over the weekend? Dick is another name for Richard. My whole class turned to me wide-eyed and started chanting, Dick, Dick, Dick. Shit. Even my teacher joined in. So I just put my head down and said, gee willikers. But my middle name, Jameson, also lends itself to interactions I do not want to have, especially at an Irish pub. I'll be talking with someone, and they'll ask what my name is, and I'll say Richie Welch. Like, oh, it's a very Irish name, Richie. What's your middle name? Like, Jameson. The response is always something like, fucking right it is. Jameson shots on me, let's go. I have to tell them it wasn't like a hint or an invitation I wanted to shot to. I'm just telling you my middle name is Jameson. It's like, what do you mean your middle name is Jameson? Jameson's not a name, it's a whiskey. It's like, well, it was my mother's maiden name. She made it my middle name. And the Jameson family did start Jameson whiskey, so maybe once in a while open a book or at least read the label on the bottle. That's cool, Richie. Shots me anyways. Come on. It's like, that's okay. I don't really drink hard booze. Thank you, though. What do you mean you don't drink hard booze? Your middle name is Jameson. Well, my last name's also Welch. It doesn't mean I sit home all day pouring Welch's grape jelly down my throat. And that's when I realized my whole name, Richard Jameson Welch, is really just one big nickname. Like, hey everybody, look who's here. It's Dick Whiskey Jelly. And that is my set. Thank you to this comedy stuff. Let's get illustrious host back on.